Hey guys, welcome back to our Little Evangelist YouTube channel. So today, as you may have guessed by the title of our video, we're looking at 1st and 2nd Samuel, those two books in the Bible. Right, what actually happened in those two books? As the name suggests, we have a character named Samuel who was a prophet raised by God, and through him, God did many things. One of the key things was appointing the first king of Israel, who was named King Saul. So in 1st Samuel, it's talking about King Saul, his reign, and eventually the introduction of a character named David. So in the rest of the book, it's talking about that and, his life as king, what he did, what happened. So this video is laid out in a different way. We have those three characters launched as different avatars in a game. So in this video, you'll be learning about those three characters, their life choices, their strengths, weaknesses, and key events that happen to them. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel and share this with your friends because we have a lot more content coming out for you guys.
Evangelist, little evangelist, little evangelist, little evangelist.
You have entered the era of Prophet Samuel. Carry on to complete each task and level up. Try and see if you can make it to the end of the game. Samuel was a child dedicated to God by his mother Hannah, and he later went on to become one of the greatest judges to rule over Israel. Was a child dedicated to God by his mother Hannah, and he later went on to become one of the greatest judges to rule over Israel. Samuel, at a young age, spent his days in the house of God with a priest named Eli. One day, God spoke to Samuel in the middle of the night. But Samuel didn't understand that it was the voice of God. God called him 3 times. What do you think he did when God called him the next time? That's right. Eli instructed Samuel to respond to the voice of God. And so, from then onwards, Samuel was known as a prophet of God. Many years later, a war broke out between the Israelites and the Philistines. The Israelites lived in fear, even though God had been so merciful to them. The people decided to appoint a new king to help the Israelites grow stronger. What do you think Samuel's decision was? God revealed that a king will be appointed, but there would be a disaster to follow after this. Although the people of Israel didn't care about this, they wanted a king to lead them. Oh no! Your character is too weak to carry on. Complete this task to level up and unlock a new character.
Samuel, when he was young, worked and lived in the temple. That also meant he had to do the chores there as well. Can you complete this task by helping Samuel clean up his room and spotting the mess? There are at least 3 things to spot. Good luck!
A new character has been unlocked, Saul. This man was chosen by God himself to be the first king of Israel, and this was made known to him by the prophet Samuel. Saul defeated many of the enemies of his country, including the Ammonites, Philistines, and Moabites. He united the scattered tribes and strengthened them in his 42 years of reign.
Now, in this level, you need to help King Saul with defeating the Ammonites. Which way should he go? Do you think he will succeed? Swipe in the direction you think he takes. Correct! In the early years of Saul's life as king, he obeyed the will of God and asked for the guidance from above before the battle. As a result of this, the Israelites won the battle and glorified God for their success. Now, let's go back to King Saul, who is running through his journey of life, and let's see what obstacle he faces next. Okay, so after that happened in the life of King Saul, he had a battle with the Philistines. He got nervous before the battle, so asked Samuel to offer a sacrifice to the Lord. Samuel agreed, but could not make it in time that Saul needed. So what do you think Saul did? Swipe in the direction you think is true. Correct. In Saul's life, he offered the sacrifice even though he wasn't a priest. This was the wrong thing to do. Now, the final stage before we complete this level. In the life of King Saul, he was jealous of King David and even tried to kill him. Do you guys know what happened after? Which way did he go? Swipe in the direction of what you think is true.
That's right. King Saul was jealous of David because David had more men in his army than Saul did. So, out of anger, he even tried to kill David. But Saul was scared of David because the Lord was with him. So, Saul gave up on killing him. Well, now we have to move on to our third and final avatar.
Finally, we have unlocked our last character, who is none other than David. He was merely a shepherd boy, but God, through the prophet Samuel, anointed him and raised him up to be the next king of Israel.
I will trust in you alone. I will trust in you alone. For your endless mercy follows me. Your goodness will lead me home.
Your goal is to lead and become the king of Israel.
Really? Me? I'm a shepherd boy. I couldn't be king.
Now, David, which object will you choose to strike down this giant?
Uh-oh, trouble ahead. King Saul is jealous. Your second task is to run and hide far away while you dodge King Saul's spears. Congratulations! You have completed the second task. Congratulations! You have become the king of Israel. Yikes! Bathsheba alert! You have broken the commandments. 7th and 10th commandments are broken.
Lord, I have failed you. Forgive me.
6th commandment broken. 6th commandment broken.